Hey Eurovision fam, it's Alesia Michelle. I am so excited today because we're going to be talking about something that's near and dear to my Eurovision heart. We're talking about the countries that have never won Eurovision before, and I'm trying to figure out who is your favorite from a country that hasn't won before this year at Eurovision 2023. I got a new video. Alesia Michelle.
Hey girl,
I'm ready to go.
how you feeling?
Eurovision fan. Are you ready for the show? If you've never been on my channel before, welcome. If you love the Eurovision Song Contest, I think you're gonna love my channel. So please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to press the notification bell because, I have so much content for you. You don't want to miss a thing. All right, now, as an American Eurovision fan, I pride myself on trying to be fair and balanced. I really do think I come to the contest every year, not really with a bias towards any other, kind of country. I really just take what the country is serving that year and kind of critique it. And I don't think I necessarily have patterns year to year. I really just go for what I think is actually good. But I will say this. If I am biased to any type of country at Eurovision, it's a country that has not won before. Because look, there's just something so special about working at something for years, consistently delivering quality, and then finally getting the keys to the kingdom and that sweet taste of victory. So yeah, I'm kind of partial to the countries that have not won before. And also, I just think it's something so special. It's like, yes, the best song should win, but when the best song happens to come from a country that's been competing for years, and then they finally taste that victory, it's just huge. And then when you think about the next year at Eurovision and the potential of a country that's never hosted before getting the opportunity to host, there's just excitement there, right? I can't be alone in thinking that. So when I asked that question on Twitter, I was so curious to see what folks would kind of throw their support down on. So we've got first through fifth place, and I'm gonna kick it off and let's talk about the songs that got some votes, but ultimately didn't make it, to our top five. Romania and Lithuania were basically tied with 2 points. I wasn't that surprised, I guess, ultimately, with where these two countries fell. But I'm glad that both of them got a mention, to be honest, because I do think with Romania, if they switch up the staging, I think Romania actually has more of a chance of qualifying than some people are giving it credit for. And then with Lithuania's song, in the battle of that semi and Lithuania getting that prime running order slot, Lithuania might knock out Estonia. And Lithuania might end up being sort of the female ballad that folks gravitate towards, maybe even over Estonia. So that's pretty interesting. Tied with 3 points are Croatia and Cyprus. And to be honest, I was maybe surprised that Cyprus didn't get as much love, but I do think Cyprus has done some other songs that people have liked more in recent history. So maybe Cyprus is suffering a little bit from that. And honestly, I was happy to see Croatia here. At least they're not boring us to death, With 5 points, and I was very pleased to see this country mentioned, it's Iceland. Now, y'all know I am loving Power. I think that song is so good. I think that Dilyal just has an amazing vocal. So I'm just happy to see it mentioned here in this space. I am worried for this song. I think some other people are having to work overtime to convince me because maybe I'm just worried because I really like it. But I also think there's a real world where maybe Iceland doesn't make it through. But I'm loving that it showed up here and that in this category, people still shouted out the country because I do think that this song is good and I think the execution's awesome. And that girl is just owning the stage solo by herself, singing this song with that vocal, and we gotta commend it. All right, in fifth position, it is Moldova. And y'all, I have been waiting for Moldova to click with me because typically I'm like, this is just a song that I instantly sort of like. And I don't know if it's just because we got the song in the midst of getting some other songs at the same time. And I think I've been telling y'all about my plight of the playlist. And it just took me a really long time to find a playlist that had everything together. Because I think then what was happening was I was just listening to some of the other songs that we got early on longer than some of the songs even that had been selected. So it took me a while to actually identify a playlist that had everything there. But y'all, when this song clicked for me, it clicked for me, and I am so happy. Moldova is giving us something that a lot of us come to Eurovision for. And it's so good. It's ethnic. It feels modern. It's dancey. I think the staging is going to be really impactful. Bravo, Moldova. Thank you so much. And you know what? We got to figure out a way for you to win Eurovision soon. We got to figure it out. Because you might deserve it, you know? Y'all have been putting in the work. In fourth position, we have a tie. Georgia and Australia tied, and it's interesting because these songs are like nothing alike, but I love the fact that Australia is showing up here. Look, I really like the song. I really like the song. Australia is a solid qualifier. I think the same thing with Georgia. I really like the song. Australia, I think, lyrically makes more sense than what Georgia is serving us. But I think both tracks feel ambitious in different ways. I think with Australia, you know, they're merging sort of some different sounds. I like the fact that this doesn't even feel like a straightforward, like, rock track. I think they're playing around with a lot of stuff, and that's what Voyager does. So I just like the fact that they're showing up again and showing up this way now at Eurovision. I love the dynamics in the vocals. I love that sort of like motor sounding vocal at the end. Like, you know, it's just something about it that's arresting, and it closing out the semi, I think, makes total sense. All right, Georgia, look, I wish we had the lyrics telling us a little bit more of a narrative, a little bit more coherent, but this is going to be executed so well on the stage. And y'all know, I think I've said this, if you give me a vocal and a visual, I guess I have to be okay with maybe not getting tight lyrics. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I just have to be okay with that, because I can clearly just be swayed by a visual and a vocal. In third place, it's Armenia. And look, I don't think that Armenia is going to win this year, but we absolutely need to figure out a plan to get Armenia to win Eurovision soon, okay? I really like this song. I think my only fears for it is I don't love the running order, and I'm nervous about the staging. That's like the only thing that I'm kind of worried about. I think this vocally is going to be fine on the stage. I think it's a song that's impactful. I actually love the narrative, and it's so funny because some people are saying, oh, the song is like the lyrics are actually just like Tumblr quotes. And I think when people like unearthed this, they unearthed it maybe thinking that we'd be like, oh, it's like plagiarism or something. And I was like, yo, you put together a song based off of like little quotes and like graphics on Tumblr. This is genius. So I'm all in, and we definitely have to figure out how Armenia can win Eurovision soon. In second position with 46 votes, it's Czechia. Yes, Vesna. Y'all, I love this song. I love this song. And I don't know why I'm in a state of being not worried about it, but I am comfortably living in a state of not being worried about it. I just think everyone needs to remember that first feeling we had when we heard the song. And when we heard the song, it was like, oof, this might win Eurovision. This could have the chance to win Eurovision. And I think we gotta live in that space and own it, because so many people are gonna be experiencing this song for the first time, not even in the semifinal, at the grand final. Because yes, I'm saying it, Czechia is qualifying, okay? We're speaking it into existence. And honestly, it's showing up here in this poll. It's some people's favorite. I mean, this is some people's winner. That counts for something. You know, I'm going with it. Czech Republic, 46 votes, second position. And in first position, with a decisive win with 63 votes, It's Slovenia, or should I say Slovenia? Should I say Slovenia? Okay. Y'all, there was like this weird time frame in the fandom where there were some people actually talking about Slovenia being a shock non-qualifier. I was never living in that space. I would like to say that that space was not reality, but maybe a parallel dimension of foolishness. Because Slovenia's song, when you are listening to all the songs this year at Eurovision, not only is this one sticking out, this one is leading the pack. In many ways, I also think the charisma that these guys have, they're gonna have a career beyond Eurovision. Like, we have to hold that. They're gonna have a career beyond Eurovision, and I hope that that career beyond Eurovision is not just in Slovenia, okay? Because there's some talent there. There's some talent there. And so Slovenia, number one, countries that have never won Eurovision before. Favorite song competing at Eurovision 2023. Probably didn't make sense, but yeah, what do you think? Is a country that hasn't won before not showing up here in the list? Drop down and talk to me in the comments below. Do you feel like, Slovenia and Czechia shouldn't have been topping this list? Drop down and talk to me in the comments below. This is a conversation, and you know what? I am so excited for Eurovision 2023. Don't forget to like this video, and please don't forget to subscribe. I have more content coming for you. Thank you.